So I'm going to touch on a couple of things that you mentioned just then. One, I really want the audience to hear about some of the services and offerings that IT Fusion have. So could we talk a little bit about that, and do
Absolutely.
they answer or can they address the two concerns that you meant? Well, yeah, the
Yeah.
couple of concerns that you mentioned there.
So I would say the other area that we're seeing is compliance costs are going way up for companies.
Yeah.
So at IT Fusion, we essentially are your IT department. Okay. We do not do software development. That we made a conscious decision not to do that, and we don't do cyber forensics work. Those are the people who come in after a data breach and figure out exactly what happened. We're on the prevention side. We're trying to stop everything from happening, and providing the evidence for the cyber forensic specialist to be able to track down exactly what happened. So that's what we're doing. So our top level is a fractional chief information security officer or chief security officer. We're going to, at a strategic level, run an organization's strategy on a fractional level. So rather than spending $250,000, $300,000, at least in the US, I don't know what it is in other countries. US is probably the top market for that right now.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
Instead of spending $250,000 or more dollars, you're going to spend a fraction of that for a fraction of the time, and that works for a lot of mid-size and smaller companies, depending on their risk profile. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to do the compliance. Compliance is about what you can prove. It's not about what you do, it's about what you can prove. So we're going to make sure that you've got all the evidence to say, yes, here's our policies, here's our controls, here's evidence. Just like if you've ever been through a financial audit, they're like, what are your controls? Oh, we need 2 signatures for vouchers over this much. Okay, show me the vouchers. It's the same thing. It's like,
yeah.
oh, you require this. Show me you're doing it. Okay, you require this. Show me you're doing it.
Yeah.
So that's the other piece. Then we do the cybersecurity, which is about the prevention. We're going to protect the most significantly impacted areas, which number one is email, number two is endpoint. So we're going to make sure that those are protected. And then we have companies who do application security that we can refer people to. And then we do the day-to-day IT support. So combined, we're going to try to make sure that you're protected, that you're defensible. We use a standard that's based on ISO 27001. It's the NIST 800 series it's the National Institute of Standards and Technologies in the U.S. It's what implements ISO standards in the U.S. And because the U.S. can't just take the international standard, of course not. But we there's remember, it's a standard, it's not an implementation. So NIST is an implementation, and we use the NIST cybersecurity framework, which defines that. So we work everything we do. Are we trying to detect problems? We trying to prevent problems? We try to recover from problems. Okay, and that's that whole cycle that we make sure that we address all 5 areas of the NIST cybersecurity framework.